Greetings, this is Vane and welcome to Let's Play Avernum 2. Okay. Drinks for us all, innkeeper. Like some beds for the night, yeah. Okay. Back here at the Tower of Magi. You meet the tower cards again, they recognise you. They seem excited to see you and whisper guesses about what you've been up to as you pass. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to remove a dread curse. Do you know? She sighs. Yes, I know how to remove a dread curse, though to be honest I found that such curses are more often deserved than not. Can you teach me any breeze spells? Okay. Learn new spells with mass curing, we need that. Shut Mother Clarice and Sarah the Magi knows how to lift a dread curse. Can she? That's useful knowledge. I'll have to speak with her one day and find out how she does it. He removes a small container from his pocket and hands it to you. That is grey mold salve. It is a very powerful and rare healing unguent. You should hang on to it. You never know when it might be useful. You find an ogre village. The dwellings are like their residents, large, crude, filthy and smelly. About 20 of their massive hairy creatures lounge around them, eating, arguing and doing repulsive things. Few of them are making stews, preparing lizard hides and fixing weapons. They're young, almost as tall as you, run and play while their mothers try to keep them under control. Several ogre magi watch over the scene. Then you are noticed. Instantly the children vanish from sight and more warriors appear. You are watched carefully, but no hostile moves are made. Approach and talk to them. The ogres watch you as you approach to speak with them. In a brief, hard-to-understand conversation, an ogre mage tells you that the tribe doesn't like humans. A group of adventurers devastated their tribe a few years previous. It says that they have nothing to offer you and they would prefer it if you left peacefully. Not wanting to provoke confrontation, you oblige. They're nasty creatures, but they seem willing to keep to themselves. Yes, remember the ogre village. Okay. You stare out an astonishing view, famous throughout Avernum. The south end of this huge cave is a human active crater glowing with fresh magma. The middle of the cavern is occupied by a large natural spring feeding a dark, steaming lake. The water from the lake flows south, and when it hits the lava, shrouds the cavern in an eternal veil of thick steam. The steam aids the growth of an astonishing variety of mold, fungus, and other plant life. Geothermal activity makes most of Avernum very humid and sulphurous, but that is nothing compared to the natural steam cooker before you. Okay, read the site. Terra Magi 80 miles southeast, Almaria 75 miles west, Castle 120 miles west. Here by the lake you enter a permanent caravan stop. This collection of tents and huts is a popular resting place for the many merchant caravans passing through this area. Normally the merchants don't welcome visitors, however in these dangerous times adventurers are always welcome. Over Mushroom Hour you hear tales of fast and deadly Empire raids in this area coming from a fort nobody is able to find. You spend an entertaining night in the company of kindred spirits and even get some sleep. The next morning before you depart, one of the caravans offers you a chance to buy some supplies. Let's do some shopping. Okay. Meet a band of fellow soldiers in Avernum. As hard as the time has been lately, these people look like yet it's been worse for them. Their armour has been repaired many times, and it's charred too, as if they've been bombarded with spells of fire breath. The soldiers will probably get more and more worn the closer to the front you get. Captain is control Hydra. Hey, greeting friends, you should beware. There's a hidden Empire outpost somewhere in this area. We've been looking for them for months and no luck. Be careful. Okay. That's a suspicious looking path right there. Two normal statues of lizard men tower above you, one to the right, one to the left. They each stand 50 feet high, modelled like clay out of the stone of the cave walls. These behemoths cannot have been created by hand. Powerful magic was involved. They're too large and too smooth. The expressions on their stone faces clearly hostile. Fangs are bared. You've been spotted by a group of gremlins. These mercurial creatures aren't sure at first what they want to do with you, then they make up their mind. They laugh at you and make rude gestures, and they become very scared. They run away. You meet a band of the bandits that prowl the honeycomb and they look over you carefully, trying to decide what to do about you. They seem to think you're dangerous, but they can't just let intruders wander in their lands unmolested. They threaten to attack you if you don't give them 50 gold coins. It's attack. You refuse your concerns and annoys them. They're also confused. They aren't used to travellers refusing their demands. Finally, sadly, they draw their weapons. They wish they didn't need to fight, but they clearly feel that they have to. Hmm. Thanks to your knowledge of cave law, you notice that there has been a bit of foot traffic in this entrance. The signs are subtle but very clear. Eastern Great Cave. Edible mushrooms don't go well in most of the Great Cave. Nobody is sure why. This small area is a pleasant exception. The healthy, happy farmers of this corner of the cave welcome you into their growing town and invite you to dine with the mayor this evening. Approach to talk to them. The villagers invite you in and give you a heaping bowls of rich mushroom stew flavoured with giant lizard lard. It's not bad. You trade news about the war. You talk about what happened in the northern caverns when you were last there, and they tell you how savage battles at the other end of the Great Cave have been stretching everyone's resources to the limit. The soldiers watch the road east of Almara. It's hard to imagine that the force is small, protecting the locals from any sort of assault, but their presence is necessary to keep morale up. When they pass you, they look at you with distrust, but move you without a word. Very rude. You can't be sure, but they seem to have a strong like of non-humans. You read the sign, Almara Bridge, toll, 5 gold. Okay. You reach a small fishing village. There are villages like this up and down the river. The locals welcome you into pots of savoury cavefish stew and conversation. After telling them what you know about how the war is going, you depart. You reach a small hut populated by a clan of fisherfolk. The clan matriarch comes in, but she is clearly upset. But the misfortune that has befallen us. 2 of my boys are ill, and I have not the money to buy the herbs to heal them. She pulls out a small charm. It is silver with 3 bright pieces of topaz. But look, this is a fine piece of jewellery. I snuck it down from the surface with me. It's yours, but for 500 coins to help save my boys. Oh, please, will you help us, slave? Because I can't afford that. Okay. Can, however, afford the toll. There's a heavily armed guard on this shore, watching for Empire incursions from the north. They greet you nervously, and they seem relieved when you leave. You read the sign, Purgatory, all from the abyss welcome. Avernites, stay away. Okay. There is a large stone fence blocking off the entrance to this cavern. It's guarded by a motley assortment of humans, Nephilim, and slips. Most of them have bows, and most of those have arrows nocked. A young muscular woman walks out and motions you forward. She either wants to talk to you or bring you within arrow range. Let's approach and talk to her. You walk forward nervously. Fortunately, you are not attacked. When you reach the woman, she introduces herself as Janice and explains who they are. The people in this cave are refugees from the abyss, a large cavern well to the west, where people too rowdy or difficult even for Avernum are placed. The abyss was taken over by the Empire. Many of its residents were killed, some were enslaved, and the rest fled to other parts of Avernum. Many came here to subsist and prepare to defend themselves when the end comes. You can come in, she says. We want good neighbours, but don't cause any trouble. We're tougher than we look. Gate in the fence is open so that you can pass. The guards give you dirty looks as you walk by. People in the abyss are very distrustful of Avernonites. Consider that Avernum put them there. It's understandable. Okay. A group of brigands, fresh from the abyss, walks up to you. One of their number, a large fellow with a stone knife, says, "You'll have to pay a toll to pass. 5 coins. Pay up." He then flexes his muscles menacingly. Menacing attack. He's a smart fellow. The moment you draw the weapons, he realises that he is dramatically outcast. He and his brigands run for their lives. There's a small crude stone hut here, built against the wall of the cavern. When you approach, the man comes out and invites you inside. He introduces himself as Scab. Inside the cramped hut are a man of thieves' tools, poisons, and other criminal accessories. Scab immediately sets to try and sell them to you. You aren't surprised that Scab is allowed to sell these tools here. Agents of Avernum, such as you, need them to fight the Empire. People of the Abyss hate Avernites, but they hate the Empire more. Let's do some shopping. Ooh, okay. Several huts have been built here by refugees from the Abyss. When people see you come in, they walk inside and slam their doors shut. After a few minutes of being ignored, you leave. This is the likely response you'll get from most of the people here. As soon as these brigands get close enough to recognise you, they immediately turn around and head in the opposite direction very fast. Okay. So I'm going to leave it here. This has been Vane doing a Let's Play Avernum 2. If you like what you see in here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon, and until next time, goodbye.